Want to speak real English from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at EnglishClass101.com.
Hi everybody, my name is Alicia. In this lesson, I'm going to talk about 3 uses of get. I made a previous video about the word get that covered 3 different uses of this verb, so you can take a look at that video for some other ways that you can use this word. Let's get started with this lesson, with the next group of meanings. Okay, the first use of get that I want to talk about in this lesson is arrive. So we can use the word get to mean arrive. Arrive tends to sound a little bit formal or a little bit more polite. So we use get a lot in everyday conversation. So some key points about this use. We use with to before the location. So get to plus the location. However, there is an exception. There's one situation where we don't follow this rule. We do not use this with get home. So that means we don't say get to home. We always say get home, okay? So we use this to mean arrive. And this sounds much more natural in everyday conversation than arrive. So try to use this get pattern when you're talking about reaching your destination. Let's look at some examples. Okay, first is, I'm going to get to the office at about 5 p.m. I'm going to get to the office at around 5 p.m. So this get to means arrive. So I'm going to arrive at the office at about 5 p.m. So we can replace get to with arrive at, and it stays the same. The meaning stays the same. So again, the difference here is just that get to sounds much more casual, much more common in everyday conversation. It's 100% correct to say I'm going to arrive at the office at about 5 p.m., but it just sounds a little more polite. So I recommend this pattern for everyday use. Okay, let's look at the next example. We didn't get home until midnight. We didn't get home until midnight. So here, we're using this get home pattern. I talked about we use this get home as an exception. So no to here. Not we didn't get to home until midnight, but we didn't get home until midnight. So we have this negative sentence pattern. That means it doesn't mean that we didn't get home at all. It means we were not able to reach home, or we did not arrive at our home until this point in time, until midnight. So we didn't get home until midnight. Again, we could use the verb arrive in this sentence. We didn't arrive at home until midnight. So we can use that, yes, but this sounds much more natural for everyday conversation. Okay, on to our next example. I'm going to get there in a few minutes. I'm going to get there in a few minutes. Okay, let's take a look at this sentence. There's one part in this sentence I want to focus on. It's this there. So I'm going to get there in a few minutes. So you might notice that I've used there here and no to, right? So remember, when we use the word there, we're not talking about a specific location, like the office or some country, certain country or certain city or something like that. There is kind of a general word we understand from the context, right? So when we talk about traveling to a place and we use the word there, we don't use the preposition to. For example, a common mistake that I see among learners is I have been to there. This is incorrect. We say I have been there. The same rule applies here with get. So I'm going to get there in a few minutes is correct. We cannot say I'm going to get to there. We use to before the specific destination. There is a word that we use in our context. We use it and we understand the meaning from the context. It doesn't refer to a specific place. So we don't use the preposition to in this case either. So I'm going to get there in a few minutes. Again, we could use arrive in this sentence too. I'm going to arrive in a few minutes is also okay. So you can choose which one you prefer. I would definitely recommend get there. I'm going to get there in a few minutes. Okay, last one for this meaning. Past tense here. He got to his hotel in the evening. He got to his hotel in the evening. So this means he arrived at his hotel in the evening. So he got to his hotel in the evening. In this case, we have our preposition to, and we have his hotel. This is our specific location in this case. So past tense, he got to his hotel in the evening. I mentioned earlier using arrive here. So we could use arrive. He arrived at his hotel. Note the preposition is different. He arrived at his hotel or he got to his hotel. So make sure you don't mix up those prepositions. Okay? So this is the first use of get for this lesson. We can use get to mean arrive. Okay, let's take a look at the second use for this lesson. The second use is understand. So we use get a lot to mean to understand or to comprehend something. Okay, so first point, this is much more casual than understand. When we use get to mean understand, it's much more casual. It's much more common in everyday communication. So this is the one that's going to make you sound much more natural. If you're talking to someone about something new you're learning, instead of saying, I understand, use one of these expressions, like I get something, okay? So let's take a look at some common expressions that use this form of get. The first one is a negative one. Very, very good to know this sentence. It is very useful. It is, I don't get it. I don't get it. This means I don't understand it. I don't understand it. So it is the situation or the topic at the moment. I don't get it. So this is a very quick, very easy way to say I don't understand, and it sounds more casual. Using I don't understand tends to sound a little bit too formal when you're talking with your friends, but this one sounds very, very natural. So when you're confused about something or everyone is laughing and you don't know why, you can say, I don't get it. I don't get it. So that means I don't understand. So please explain something to me. This is a great sentence to know. Okay, the next one. Do you get what I mean? Do you get what I mean? So this is a question someone can use to clarify, to check the other person's understanding. So here, get, again, means understand. Do you understand what I mean? Do you understand what I am trying to say? So you're checking the other person's understanding. Of course, using understand here again is okay to use, but this sounds much more friendly. So if, for example, you're teaching your coworker how to do something new and you want to check and make sure they're okay, you can say, do you get what I mean? Or do you get it as well? You can use this part here, just do you get it, to check their understanding. So this is another good one to use. This do you get what I mean? So this what I mean refers to my intentions. Do you understand the thing I'm trying to say? Do you understand the point I'm trying to make? Do you get what I mean? That's what it sounds like at native speed. Do you get what I mean? So it sounds very, very fast. Do you get what I mean becomes, do you get what I mean? Okay, let's go to our next one. The next one, another good one when you're learning how to do something or teaching someone how to do something. Don't worry if you don't get it right away. Don't worry if you don't get it right away. So I could use this in a lesson, for example. Don't worry if you don't get it right away. So this means if you don't understand the information immediately, right away, right now, that's okay. So don't worry. This is like saying it's okay to take some time to practice, right? It's okay to learn the information, to study the information a few times and then be able to use it. So don't worry if you don't understand right away is what this means. But we use this get it. It's much more efficient and it sounds much more friendly. So don't worry if you don't get it right away. So this is a very, very common expression that you can use when you're teaching someone else how to do something. Okay, let's look at another example. The next one is super, super common. I get it. I get it. You can use this when you learn something new, when you understand a joke, when you just kind of realize something, finally, after struggling for some time. And a lot of the time, people will make this I sound very long, like, I get it. I get it. So you'll use this one, I get it, Interestingly, in this kind of present tense, yeah, I get it means I understand. You might hear people say, yeah, I got it, to confirm something after something has been taught. So for example, if someone teaches you how to do something and they say, are you okay? Do you understand? You might say, yeah, I got it, which means I'm okay, I have it, it's okay for me. So you might hear this used in past tense as well, but we often, in that moment when we understand, use this in present tense, or the infinitive verb form here. I get it. Oh, I get it now means I understand now. So this is a really, really good one to use. It's a quick, short phrase that expresses you understand. So, oh, I get it. You can use it with a joke too. I get it. So that means I understood your joke, right? Okay, let's look at the last one. I just used this expression. He didn't get the joke. He didn't get the joke. This means he didn't understand the joke. So we use this verb a lot when we're talking about jokes and humor. So when someone understands a joke, we say, he got the joke. He understood the joke. When someone doesn't understand the joke, we use an expression like this. He didn't get the joke. Or in my case, I could say, I didn't get the joke. So I didn't understand the joke, or he didn't understand the joke. We use this verb a lot when we're talking about humor and jokes and these kinds of funny things. So if you want to express that someone didn't understand the joke, you can use this. Oh, he didn't get the joke, did he? So you can use this one to talk about these humorous situations. Okay? So this is how we use the verb get to mean understand. Again, this I don't get it and I get it are super, super helpful and very, very common expressions that you can use to express your understanding, or of course, when you don't understand something. Okay, great. So let's talk now about the last meaning for this lesson. Number 3 is have an opportunity. So we use the verb get to refer to our opportunities, our life and professional opportunities. So we use this one to express a positive or an exciting experience. So when we use get in this way, we're talking about something we're really excited about, or something good, or something that maybe is a good chance for us. So we're usually communicating something happy or something positive when we use this get. Second, we use this with to plus the infinitive form of the verb. So to plus the base form of the verb. So we'll see some examples here. Okay, so let's take a look at our first example. Past tense. I got to ride in a helicopter last weekend. I got to ride in a helicopter last weekend. So this got right here, past tense get, I got to, in this case, ride is my infinitive verb. So to ride, I have the infinitive form following get, in this case, got. So I got to ride in a helicopter last weekend. This use of get expresses an exciting opportunity, some kind of positive or fun experience. I got to ride in a helicopter last weekend. So you might think, well, what's the difference between I rode in a helicopter last weekend and I got to ride in a helicopter last weekend? When we include this got to, I got to ride in a helicopter last weekend, it sounds like we got the privilege, or we got the exciting opportunity to ride in a helicopter this weekend, or last weekend, sorry. So when you say I rode in a helicopter last weekend, it sounds like a basic report. Maybe your voice is really excited and you say, I rode in a helicopter last weekend. That's fine. If you really want to communicate that exciting opportunity feeling, you can use the verb get. So in this case, I got to ride in a helicopter last weekend. This shows that you're excited about what happens. Okay, let's look at another example. We get to go on a free vacation. We get to go on a free vacation. So in this case, you've received a free vacation. That's super exciting, right? So if you want to express this to your friend, you can say, we get to go. So here's my infinitive. We get to go on a free vacation. So again, this use of get is like saying we get the opportunity. We get the exciting opportunity to go on a free vacation. So this communicates that excited feeling, that feeling of a good opportunity somehow. We get to go on a free vacation. Okay, let's look at one more example, a question in this case. Did you get to talk to any celebrities at the VIP party? Did you get to talk to any celebrities at the VIP party? So celebrity means a famous person. Did you get to talk to So get to, talk to, the prepositions, there are two tos in this sentence, that's okay. Did you get to talk to any celebrities at the VIP party? So again, this is asking a question about someone's potential exciting opportunity. So it's like saying, did you get the chance or did you get the opportunity to do this exciting thing? Did you meet any famous people? Did you talk to any famous people? So did you get to? Again, including this get to makes it sound more like that's kind of an exciting opportunity, an exciting chance in some way. So you could say, did you talk to any celebrities at the VIP party? That's 100% correct. But if you include, did you get to talk to anybody? It sounds like you had some kind of cool chance to do something. So this is a very small point, yes, but it communicates that feeling of excitement. So when you're reading and when you're hearing about people's good news, listen for this get or got in past tense, because that shows a little bit extra, right? It shows that they're excited or they feel really, really positive about that experience. Okay, great. So those are 3 different uses of the verb get. So we talked about how to use it to mean arrive, along with the preposition to before a specific location. We talked about using get to mean understand, and we also talked about using get to express an exciting opportunity. So as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, there are of course many other uses of the verb get, and I have another video all about this verb, about 3 more uses of this video. So if you want to get some more practice with some different uses, please make sure to have a look at that too. If you like this lesson, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And if you have any questions, comments, or if you want to practice making some example sentences with this information, please feel free to do so in the comment section of this video. Thanks very much for watching this lesson, and I will see you again soon. Bye! Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.